Hey everybody, Darren with you on a crazy place. Today's gonna be a quick video. We're getting ready to hook up this trailer and pull out. So hopefully for some of you that are new into the camping, this will be informational. And if not, maybe you'll learn something as we do this. First thing we're gonna do is hook up these trailer sway bars, and then we're gonna go around this camper. A few things to look at before you pull out to head down the road. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hook up the sway bars to this trailer. And what sway bars do is they will help distribute the weight of an RV more evenly by using the RV's weight to create stability. So this will in turn make your vehicle and trailer a lot easier to maneuver while traveling down the road to your destination. So here we go. Okay, so the purpose of sway bars is you will have more maneuverability on the highway and a lot less sway. And there is a lot of weight once you put these bars on and you raise your hitch up or raise your jack up on your trailer. There's a lot of weight on this plate right here, this little bar. And that will keep your trailer straight going down the highway and reduce the wiggle or the sway that you're going to get whenever semi trucks pass you. Now these bars are all rated at different weights, and what we have is 850 to 1200 pounds. Don't forget to hook your chains up. You got your bars hooked up. Make sure your jack is up. And don't forget the pin. Also, whenever you get ready to pull out, please check your lights and make sure your lights work. Trailers are, they're bebopping down the highway, and if you don't have any brake lights, you're just asking for it. Now, I get this question asked a lot, and people wonder what to do with their refrigerators when they travel down the road. Now, as long as your refrigerator is in auto mode, it will switch to gas whenever you unplug your trailer from the wall outlet. And if your check light kicks on, that means that your gas did not light, or you have another electrical issue or something in the refrigerator. But it will switch to gas whenever you unplug your camper. And as long as that check light doesn't come on, you're good to go. Okay, so I'm not going to try and sponsor any products or anything, but one thing you may look into before you hit the highway, get you the old Porta Potti holding tank deodorizers and control. Reach in there and grab you one of them deodorizer tablets. Drop it in, add about 5 or 6 gallons of water, flush it down, and let that kind of mix around while you're going down the highway, and it's going to be ready for you whenever you get at the campsite. One thing to always remember if you have a slide, and we learned this the hard way, is make sure all of your drawers are pushed in. Make sure all your cabinets, everything. Do a quick look. Make sure you don't have anything down below here, and bring in your slide. And the reason I say this is because your slide will catch a cabinet and it will tear it up, and we do know this from experience. Now what our situation was, we got to the campsite, and a drawer had came out a little bit going down the road, and whenever we went to push the slide out, it hooked on, and obviously we tore up our cabinet. Always double check your cabinets before you push your slide in and out. Now, when Press was 1 year old, a little over, he was learning to crawl around, and he was wanting to mess with all of our switches on this camper all the time. So what we had to do was, just for the safety of it, is we put a lock on our slide switch. It's a basic lock, and if you have young ones that are very curious about all the little switches that you have in your camper, which these are definitely the perfect height, then I recommend a switch. Obviously, when they get older, they'll learn, they won't mess with it. But until then, they're way too curious. I don't know how many times we would sit outside and our outside speakers would kick on and off. And if he was in here crawling around or something. So a very good idea, and keep an eye on that. Another good practice to learn is to keep your tires inflated properly. And on the side of your trailer, it should say somewhere on there what the PSI needs to be in your tires. In our case, it's 80 PSI. It will vary from trailer to trailer. You want to try and prevent a tire failure at all costs while traveling down the highway with your trailer. And do not forget about the spare tire. Also, when traveling down the road, it's a very good idea to keep your bar towards the front of that door. And I have always heard about locking your doors while traveling down the road because people have seen them come open. So we've never had that happen, but I guess if a door would come open, it could possibly suck the door on open. So, and don't forget about your steps. Walk around the trailer, make sure you've got everything secure, all the lights work, tires aired up, trailer hooked up correctly, and you're ready to roll. Okay, our last thing before we hit the highway is unhook the electric. And we leave this plugged into the wall whenever we come in so that we have our refrigerator still running, which we do leave running 24/7. And it will keep the battery maintained on your RV. Unhook the power, and what I talked about earlier, your refrigerator is going to flip over to gas, so you're ready to pull. Okay, so if you're new into campers, RVs, outdoor recreation, I hope this helped you out with the few questions that you may have had. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments and we will do our best to answer them for you. Until then, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button. There will be more videos of arriving to the campsite, setting up, and returning home, kind of what you need to do whenever you get back home. So thanks for watching, everybody.